Hey guys, it's TheRealPunchee, and tonight we've got some new information to dig into relating to the Rogue team's new game, Deepwoken. As you know, this project has been in the works for quite a long time and has been hyped up by the community since its announcement. I've even made some videos with some information that was given to us during the multiple Deepwoken directs that have been streamed. Check those out if you're interested in the description below. Well, anyway, what everyone has been waiting for today was the document with sacred information that Mr. Ragoozer has been taking his time to release. To be honest, he was kind of like Kanye West delaying his album. Everyone was looking forward to this information. This document has some paramount information that has been released, so I'd like to talk about this with you guys tonight. Starting off the document, it starts with an introduction of the game and its dynamic development process. Being in development for such a long time, the developers wanted to ensure a fun experience for all of us players. Ragoozer also explains that he did not want to cut any corners this time because the whole team wanted the game to be more immersive than Rogue Lineage. I myself am very excited for some of these story elements because I'm into games like D&D and Skyrim, which have room for intricate lore and characters. You can pretty much do it whatever you want, such as like the relation system, having sons and cousins and things like that. I think it'll be pretty neat. Anyway, he then moves along to the frequently asked questions about the game. Of course, we have all heard that Project Deepwoken will be paid access, similar to Rogue Lineage, but it will be having a higher price. The team straight up drops the price of Deepwoken, which will be around 400 Robux. This is pretty expensive for a Roblox game, yet I know it will be pretty good. Hopefully, with paid access as well as anti-cheat similar to Rogue Lineage, explorers will be less common. Because this game will be paid access, there will be many things available to players in the game, but there will be a couple small microtransactions. Similar to Rogue Lineage, there will be different races which can be cycled through with payments of Robux. I think this will be alright because earlier in the Deepwoken Directs, they stated that races will not be too important and they're primarily for customization and giving more personality to your characters. He also ends this segment with the fact that customization will be very big in the game and will be very extensive. I'm very happy with this because I'm the type of person who spends the first 2 hours on Skyrim on the character creator. You know, I don't think it's going to be that crazy, but all the accessories and hats and things they've showed off, like the masks and things like that, I think will be really cool. Definitely ready to make a new set of characters for you guys. Next, we get into character slots. There's a game on Roblox called The Vast Realms, which is inspired from Rogue Lineage. They have 3 different characters to play on that you have to purchase after the game is bought. Ragoozer explains that this will pretty much work as I have just explained. Pretty much, you buy the game and you can buy other characters if you want to progress on them without buying another account. This is very exciting because maybe it'll be like Destiny where you can have one of each class so you can transfer loot between all of them. Speaking about transferring, they talked about wiping. Wiping is talked about where you can pass down items from your current life to your next life if you die. They didn't go too much into the depth of the wiping system, but they did say it was harder to wipe yourself and it'll be more deliberate. Spell creation in Deepwoken is also talked about. This will consist of interacting with the environment instead of in a menu. This will make the environment that seems more alive compared to things as cut and dry as a menu or a set of buttons. I really enjoy this, like you get to go around, you get to collect things, you get to talk to different people. Maybe you have to experience different things like in Skyrim. If you were to talk to a dragon, you would learn a type of spell. I'm interested myself to see how spells will be balanced because let's just say somebody makes a custom spell and it's overpowered. How will he balance that if only one person has the spell? That's going to be very interesting in the future of this game. This information is immediately followed with the fact that domain expansion could be possible. Well, maybe. You know, I cannot wait to make a domain that will just drop mass amounts of money on my opponents because, you know, you gotta do that. The progression of Deepwoken is a mix of short-term progression that rewards you as well as long-term progression. They didn't go too much into it, but the team did say that you will feel like you're getting stronger throughout your playing time. Also, devs will be active in Deepwoken while they host events. Tournaments will be a thing which I would love to take part of because previously in Rogue Lineage I did a lot of Rogue Lineage tournaments and I really want to do something like that in Deepwoken. A big question that was asked with the addition of islands, will they lag? Well, the answer is not clearly stated, but I believe the loading system could be similar to Minecraft. While you're in an area, it will load and will unload when you move away a certain distance. The game should run smoothly because I have faith in our developers. I'm pretty sure it'll be nice to play. When you're going across certain islands, bad things will happen at sea. I'm very excited for this. I've seen Grand Peace Online's things where they've added sea beasts and different types of storms, so I think Deepwoken, they'll take it to another level. I'm really glad to see that it's just not going to be one of those One Piece games where you travel in a straight line. There will definitely be some troubles that you will have to encounter to make the journey feel like it's, you know, like it's paid off once you finally arrive at that one destination. Luckily, Deepwoken will not have intentional one-shots, and if they are any, they will be patched. I'm glad that Again, the dev team has stated that they're going to be doing a lot of balance changes. I'm really happy for that. And if you've noticed some videos that were shown off to the public, PvE is a very large part of the game, as well as PvP, much more than Rogue Lineage, which was more PvP based. Both of these options are encouraged and rewarded in Deepwoken. PvP is stated to give experience and reward for killing those around your level and not those below you. Cooperation is optional, which is nice for those who want to solo progress. Again, alignment across the board will not be a thing like Rogue Lineage. You're not orderly or chaotic, it's very different. Different factions will react to you based on what you do. One example that was shown earlier this year was a faction that had their materials robbed will most likely have distaste towards you, and I guess if you fight somebody that's an enemy of another NPC group, they may be happy with you. It's not going to be cut and dry, you're good or bad, it's going to be variable. Of course, in a game like this, you're not going to be having a safe mode. NPCs and players alike could attack you, but don't expect to fight people without having consequences. It's going to be like Skyrim guards up in your face for stealing candlesticks or something, so you can't just run around blowing people up, doing whatever you want. You got to be careful unless you don't want to get attacked. For all the One Piece fans, yes, boats will be a big deal, and you can spawn on top of allied ships. Gonna love that, because your ships will be more of a safe haven than inns or something like that. Next, they said that races may be added in content updates, but they will not be as impactful as races in Rogue Lineage. Many of the races in Deepwoken will just have cosmetic differences to set you apart, but there will be races for certain playstyles. I'm really excited for this because drip always comes before performance in my eyes. New information about some bosses and NPCs. They will be harder and more dynamic than Rogue Lineage beasts. The monsters in Rogue Lineage kind of are one-dimensional. The the zombie screams just attack. That's all they do. But hopefully, bosses in this will be more fun and more interesting. They'll have different moves and stuff like that. Hopefully, you'll be able to control monsters, because one of my good friends wants to control crabs and little gremlins and creatures and stuff. But if you're gonna be able to have minions or animals or monsters that can follow you around, that's gonna be a crazy pirate crew. That's all I'm gonna say. Lore, like other things, will be discoverable by playing the game. Good luck trying to get anything out of the developers without giving the game a shot yourself. Another frequently asked question was, how are face accessories and hair going to work? These are just copied from our characters, so things like this amazing creation, well, the Among Us mask, how could you not have this, could be worn around the Etrian water. So make sure you stock up on those Robux if you want to be looking clean. Next is the confirmation of some world events. There will be some things around the map that will occur, possibly volcanoes or tornadoes or things that could change how the map is. Also, the map will be split into two different parts, one that is twice the size of Gaia and one that is half the size of Gaia. There will be some additional islands, but they'll be added later on as the game progresses in development. Last but not least, there will be some interesting abilities that are outside of spells. Again, this is going to be cool, maybe some class abilities and things like that, or maybe some lore specs for people that gain tiles in tournaments, but there will be more things besides spells. Finally, we have reached the end of the document, and we have a season for when the game will be released. Fall of 2021 is the approximate release date of this game. This is upcoming, so I'll be ready to check it out and provide some content for you guys on this game. I'm very happy in this new information, but I'm a little bit worried if I can finish all my Rogue Lineage content before this game releases. Anyway, I hope to see you guys in Deepwoken, and make sure you like and subscribe.
I'm Mr. Old Punchy, straight out of Cash Punchy, dug it merge Punchy, on his grind Punchy. I hate the new Punchy, the low views Punchy, the always lose Punchy, selling in twos Punchy. I'm Mr. Meek Punchy, helping the seas Punchy. I gotta say, at that time I'd like to meet Punchy. See, I invented Punchy, it wasn't any Punchy, and now I look around and there's so many Punchy. I used to love Punchy. I used to love Punchy. I even had the taped up headset, thought I was Punchy. What if Punchy made a video about Punchy? Called it Mr. Old Punchy. Man, that'd be so Punchy. That's all it was, Punchy. We still love Punchy. And I love you like Punchy loves Punchy.